In today's video, I want to share with you all of my first. So the first time I was able to sell a specific product that I was selling and what marketing led to that first sale. Over the past 6 years, I have sold custom clothing line, wholesale clothing, books like physical books that I've self-published, ebooks, courses, coaching, and everything in between. So the first thing I ever sold was wholesale clothing. So wholesale clothing is like where you buy it from a vendor. I had a seller's permit. You buy it for a really low price and then you can mark it up and sell it to your audience for a much higher price. And this marketing was super simple. I simply marketed to friends and family because that's all I had in the beginning. I was able to create this clothing business in 3 weeks. So I didn't talk about it at all until the day that it was launched. This was July 1st, 2018. And I made a really long Instagram and Facebook post. And this post detailed my entire journey. So the journey I went on over the past 3 weeks, how I built up this business that I'm super proud of. At the end of that long post, I asked them for one of two things. If they wanted to support me, they could either buy something from the first ever collection, or they could join my email list to be notified in the future if something new arrives. And so my first sale came from that Instagram and Facebook post, and that was it. That's how I sold the very first thing. The second thing I sold was the boutique business guide. This was my first ever ebook. I've talked about this before here on my channel. As I sold that clothing, I was coming online on YouTube and I was sharing my journey. So first, I shared behind the scenes of my journey. Number two, anytime I learned something new in my clothing boutique, I came on here and I just shared it with my audience. This is how I got started on YouTube. The thing that led to the sale though was I was sharing behind the scenes. I was kind of building up this trust, and then I started to go live. So I started to do Q&A sessions, just saying like, hey y'all, today I'm gonna come and share about what I learned. Ask me any questions as it pertains to you starting a clothing boutique. And at the end of that live, I decided that I was going to sell this ebook. And so I created the ebook and I linked that ebook under every single video and every single live. And so as people were watching my journey and they were seeing me doing Q&A, they were getting even more details. Under the video, I just simply said, want to learn more? Here's the link to an ebook telling you how to start your own clothing business. It was $49, and because of that method, I was able to get consistent sales, at least 2 sales every single day. The third thing I ever was able to sell was my custom clothing line. So the first clothing line was simply, I went on a website, I purchased items for a low price, and then I sold it for a higher price. That's what boutique is. I then wanted to create my own custom line. It was called Fearless Collection, which will be coming back soon. And this was a custom t-shirt that I made myself. So the Fearless t-shirt came out February 2019. This time I wanted to try to build up the hype and get people excited so that when the item was available, they would be running to buy it. So before the item was ever even available, I started marketing ahead of time. And so I decided for myself, what do I want this t-shirt to be about? I wanted to invite people to live a bold and fearless life. I went anywhere. I went on Instagram posts on my regular personal Instagram page. I came on my YouTube channel. I would do Instagram stories, Instagram lives, YouTube lives, Facebook posts, and I just started sharing about my past experiences of choosing to live a bold and fearless lifestyle. And I started to get people excited about boldness and fearlessness. I did this for about 3 weeks. I did not mention a product. I did not mention I was selling anything. I just simply got people excited to be bold and fearless. And then once I saw that people were engaging, people were interested in this messaging, people were showing up every time I posted, every time I had a new video, they would be commenting, talking about their experiences. Once I saw that, then I said, by the way, if you are like dedicated to living a bold and fearless life, I have something that's going to be for both men and women that you need. Join my email list. So I always have my email list. Join my email list to figure out what it is and to journey with me to commit to living a bold and fearless lifestyle. period. And so this was the beginning of my selling, my marketing and my selling. And so from here, then the following week, I launched my Fearless t-shirt. I talked about it, I shared it. Those on my email list had exclusive access to shop first to get a discount code. And that's it. I sold out of the t-shirt and I continued to sell out of the t-shirt. That t-shirt turned into hoodies, sweatshirts, sweat sets, and all types of things, y'all. So from 2019 to about 2021, I was selling out month after month of Fearless clothing items. The fourth thing I sold was my first self-published book. So a physical book. It was a devotional. It's called Soul Food for the Entrepreneur. This was released September 2019. And at this point, I'm full-time now in my business. Now, this book was so special to me. It still is. And the marketing started out unintentional, but y'all can still follow the method. So I used to come on my YouTube channel, and now Soul Food for the Entrepreneur is a faith-based business guide basically. And so it started out by me having Bible studies on Thursday evenings on my channel. I think I did 3 to 4 weeks, maybe 2 months of Bible studies on Thursdays. And I actually had called that Bible study Soul Food for the Entrepreneur. This is before a book was even thought of, but it worked. And I talked about what it really means to have a faith-based business. And so from there, as I saw that people were interested in the topic and they wanted to learn more, I decided that I was going to create an actual book. And it took me a few weeks to put the book together and to get it self-published. I self-published on Amazon. But as you know from the previous thing, I've learned that marketing can begin early. And so now I started to tell people listen, I've been sharing with y'all on YouTube how I'm able to have success in my boutique business. But there's a part of the equation that I haven't really been sharing with y'all that much that is actually the secret to my success. And that is my faith. That is my Christianity. That is my time and relationship with God. This is actually what is helping me to see success day in and day out, because there's things that He can do that I can't do. And I told them, and I'm telling y'all, you don't need my devotional to have faith, and you don't need my devotional for God to move in your business. However, if you want to know what God has shared with me on how to be successful in business with faith-based principles, I'm going to be putting together a 30-day guide that as you follow it, it will take you through starting and running a successful business. So for this method, I wasn't done publishing my actual book. I was still going through with Amazon and figuring out the formatting and all of that. However, the manuscript was done. I had finished the actual manuscript. My editor had already gone through the manuscript. The manuscript itself was ready. I just wasn't ready to have the published book. So I told them, listen, if you're interested, this is what we can do. I'm going to create an exclusive Facebook group for those who are ready to start and work with me for 30 days to grow your faith and your business. And in order to get in the Facebook group, you have to buy the ebook version of my book. It's not the perfect version. It's not the Amazon version. So I'll only charge you about $10 to get the ebook. When you get the ebook, you get access to the Facebook group, and we'll work together for 30 days. We'll do a 30-day challenge to build your faith, wealth, and success, which is what my book is about. I want to say 30 to 50 people decided that they wanted to get the $10 ebook in order to get into the Facebook group. But then to get my physical book sales, I told them, okay, for y'all who are in the group, you've already read the devotional, you've already gone through this process with me. However, if you want the physical book, if you leave a review on Amazon, if you go and leave a review, then you can get 50% off the physical book. And so that's also how I was able to get a lot of reviews, which then has helped me to continually get sales over the years and also sell the physical book as well. The first sale, my $1,000 coaching program, number one, I created consistent content giving expert information. People knew from my videos that I knew what I was talking about. This first program was for those who wanted to create a brand selling physical products. So this program was called the Brand Construction Accelerator. It was a 2-month program. I believe the price was between $1,000 and $1,400. And it was for those who wanted to sell clothing, accessories, shoes, hair, but they wanted to have a brand and not just sell random clothes. And basically all the things that I had learned from Fearless and from my book, I put it together to teach them how to sell their products doing the same thing. Anybody can come on my YouTube channel, and I was also doing like IGTVs on Instagram at the time. And so I always will have a sales page linked under my informative videos. And on that sales page, they're able to apply. What works best for me is having an application, because my thing is I only coach people who I know I can help. Period. And so depending on their business, I may not be able to help them. This is why I require an application. And so once they apply, they tell me about their business, I'm asking them different questions, etc. And then from there, I reach out to them. That is how I've gotten all of my first. A lot of different methods. Hopefully this kind of gives you insight on what you can do for your business. Try something and test it out. Everything that I've talked with you guys about today, this has not just been like I heard about it from somebody else, I saw somebody else do it, so I tried it. These are things that I've had so many failures in business when it comes to failed launches, when it comes to things not doing how I want it to do. And so I always tell people, you need to be ready and willing to test things out and see what works best for you, what works best for your product, for your business, for your customer, etc. And so entrepreneurship and business, especially at this level, is all about seeing what works. And so you have to be ready and willing to put in the work, because it does require hard work. These are just some of the methods that I've done in the past to get my first set of sales. When it comes to getting consistent sales and increasing your sales month over month, year after year, that requires some other techniques that I share with my clients. But if you guys have specific questions about any of these techniques, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys next time.